Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganatadusham Tattvamatyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Tatgurum Tam Namah. Welcome to all the viewers who are joining us today for this very special Bhagavan Lingotbhava Darshan, where we will be learning who is Bhagavan Lingotbhava, the happening of Lingotbhava, and what does Bhagavan Lingotbhava signify. The powerful cognition to empower yourself, and ultimately we will be having the Diksha Darshan of Bhagavan Lingotbhava manifesting through the Supreme Consciousness of Jagat Guru Maha Sanidana, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So how will you be achieving this? First, by listening, then by internalizing and manifesting the powerful cognition, and finally and ultimately through the Diksha and Darshan. So who is Bhagavan Lingotbhava? Lingotbhava is the incarnation of Paramashiva as a light shaft, happened to liberate Brahma and Vishnu from the delusion. Mahadeva, Bhagavan Paramashiva, appeared in front of Vishnu and Brahma and gave darshan to both of them, removing their ego, blessing both of them, and revealing the ultimate truth. Bhagavan Mahavishnu and Bhagavan Brahma experienced Bhagavan Paramashiva in the formless form, the consciousness, as a light beam, the pure consciousness. So let us understand the happening of Bhagavan Lingotbhava, the place where this happened is Arunachala, the very birthplace of the Supreme Consciousness, the Avatar himself. So let us now understand what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan, which we will be experiencing today. Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. And the aspect, the bhava that you choose, through that bhava, being one with the source, samadhi is bhava samadhi. Knowing this aspect, bhava, is ultimate adi. And being in oneness, sama, with that is bhava samadhi. Let us understand the science behind the bhava samadhi. The first thing you need to know is that divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened science place itself, through deities and incarnations, and divine cosmic beings manifest through the Ashtavataras, the deities in temples, and through the Bhava Samadhi darshans in the Nijavataras, the incarnations. And during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, your whole Kundalini Shakti becomes awakened. And the Kundalini Shakti is the latent potential energy in every human being. Awakening of the Kundalini Shakti results in extraordinary abilities, expressing through us, like the third eye awakening, the ability to have remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. So this influx of superconscious energy also visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity. With the increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heals, empowers, and transforms our lives. What are the benefits of the Bhava Samadhi darshan? The Bhava Samadhi darshan allows us to experience the formless in a way that we can deeply understand and relate with. Having darshan, or even a glimpse of, brings lasting transformations in us, cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough. It's like hitting the reset button on your very being. Experience the Bhava Samadhi darshan to discover the extraordinary possibilities and quantum jump from man to superhuman. And during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or by seeing, and without the physical act of imitation. So our entire body can silently and without moving recreate what is happening distant, far away. experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. Let us understand who is the Supreme Concept of Buddhism, who is manifesting Bhagavan Lingottava today. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was born on the 2nd of January, 1978, and is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic enlightenment civilizational nation. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, and is recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has been ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Kingdom, is the incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamshi Sarangi Samrajam, and is the present 293rd Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasa Shamla Kingdom, and is the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvana Yukata, the largest apex monastic order. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Adlakada, is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swaragapura Adinam, and has been elected as the Supreme Concept of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 leaders. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched, and has authored over 300 books, 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read, and downloaded, and has over 10,000 hours of discourses delivered. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has enriched and reached over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures, such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Shiva Sutras, the Brahma Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, the Ashtavakra Gita, the Jain Sutras, and many more. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is honored as a leader of Hinduism. The most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Rishis, Rishkas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and Sanyas, and has been the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world, Kailasa Nithyananda University, with satellite campuses in over 150 countries. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sadhyapitas, and is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. Now, with this, we will be entering into the demonstration of the extraordinary Shakti of Paramashiva. So you too will be having the Diksha and Darshan later today to experience these extraordinary Shaktis. For now, you will be witnessing the live demonstration of these extraordinary powers by the Nithyananda Gurukul Balas and Nithyananda Yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Concept.
Yes. So let us now witness the manifestation of extraordinary Shakti. So today, the Balasams, the Nithyananda yogis, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Point of Hinduism will be demonstrating the extraordinary powers of Paramashiva, awakened in us through Diksha. So a few of the powers you will be witnessing is the power of body scanning and the power of body and third eye. So the power of third eye is where one awakens the ability to scan and see through the cosmic browsing center, which is the third eye. The next is the power of body scanning, where one awakens the ability to be able to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and any problems which is there in your body. Not only that, even reveals solutions through the third eye. Let us understand what are Shaktis before entering into this extraordinary demonstration. In the Veda-agamas, so scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest the 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis. Manifesting powers, Shaktis, is described as a system and as a method, as a science for human beings to explore the various powers and possibilities and to have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine and that you need to manifest the divine. Not from the cognition that you are a man and that you need to reach the divine. So let us now see the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis are powers which express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. Siddhis are the powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. Shaktis are the powers which manifest through ordinary human beings in extraordinary ways, just with the initiation from the avatar, and Shaktis are permanent. Siddhis, whereas, are not permanent and they may divert you from enlightenment. So, who is the source of all these Shaktis? Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. At the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Trobhava, and Anugraha. Creation, sovereign rulership and maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, and liberating grace for all living entities. And Paramashiva himself has come down in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. As the 1008 living incarnation and representation of Paramashiva and the revival of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation, which is the great cosmic bodily civilization. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced races. It was where the science of enlightenment was first taught and lived as a lifestyle. And in the modern day, for the first time, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences at a record-breaking speed, which was never accomplished before. So all of you can see the Guru Parampara over here. All the enlightened Gurus of Swamiji, like Mata Vibhudananda Puri, Yogiraj Yogananda Puri, Pundi Swamigal, Visati Swamigal, Annamalai Swamigal, Kanchi Paramacharya, Visati Swamigal, Sri Tirchi Mahaswami, all these enlightened masters who have recognized the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as an incarnation at a very young age and has trained and taught Swamiji to revive these initiations and knowledge of theories for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga, Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. So all of you now might be wondering, how do we awaken these divine Shaktis? When every ultimate truth, Jnana, gets mapped into our consciousness, Prajna, we start manifesting powers and it becomes a possibility of every being, Prajna. So let us now watch a small video which explains the science of initiation, the power of initiation, and how, just with one look, touch, or words from divine, we can manifest these extraordinary Shaktis.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential. Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex. It sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Biddi, Bengaluru. Contact 9.
Yes, with that beautiful video which explained to all of us what is the power of initiation, let us now understand the science of power manifestation and how the science of power manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects of evidence. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal unchangeable truths that are revealed in the source scriptures. The next is the Apta Pramana, the experiences and results of Aptas or the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this extraordinary science. Third is the Atma Pramana, or the account of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. This millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So let us now listen to the Shastra Pramana from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So the Shastra Pramana comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapalantarmanonyasa tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. The next is the Apta Pramana, where Bhagavan Shri Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुं मनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम् but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Behold his Vishwarupa. And the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita contains the complete description of Bhagavan Shri Krishna's cosmic form as it is narrated by Arjuna. Let us now listen to the Atma Pramana from the life of His Divine Holiness Swamiji himself.
Inside and outside broke. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 direction, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The setting sun, rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything, everything, everything. Just became so alive. The idea, something is inside,
And last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Study measures compare the metabolic cell activity of the brain in the conscious and meditative states of the third eye using the PET, the positron emission tomograph. When doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located, and when in the deep state of samadhi, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. So let us now witness the live Sakshi Pramana, the demonstration of the power of third eye by the Balasins of the Nithyananda Guru. So we'll be back right after a short break. Yes. So let us now witness the live demonstration of the power of third eye by the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul. Along with me, I have Manitya Kaladharananda, who is 15 years old, and she is a Balasin of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who is going to be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti to all of you. So all of you can see this Iban medically tested Iban which I have with me. In front is a complete opaque sheet and behind is a thick sponge. There's no gap between the sponge and the opaque sheet, and there is no possible way of light entering. in this design. Yes. So now I'm going to be placing this IBAN on Ma Kaladra's eyes. Or if you can see just the first place once again. There's no possible way of light and see. Yes. Kaladra, are you comfortable? Yes. Beautiful. So now I request the YouTube comments to be projected. Just before that, Kaladra, please turn to your right, left, up, and down. Yes, so all of you can see there's no gap. And now Kaladra, I request all of you to go ahead, start posting any comments you want in the Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. Post random emojis, random numbers, random letters, anything, and Ma Kaladra will be reading it out live.
Yes. So the latest comment is from ASHISHRANA has posted Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Balakrishnan Ayya has posted Swamiji bless me to get 100 marks in the tomorrow's exam.
Yes, Aya, you can definitely go ahead and request and take your request to Bhagavan Sundareshwara, and he will definitely bless you. I request all of you to go ahead and start posting your comments. I request all of you, please go ahead, start posting your comments in the Kailasa SPX YouTube channel. And Ma Kaladra will be reading out your comments live.
Yes. Manitya Maheshwaramaya Nanda has posted amazing.
Beautiful. That amazing. That was a beautiful demonstration of the power of Tedai. Now I'm removing the IBAN of Ma Kaladra. All of you can see that the IBAN is completely intact and that there's no difference in the IBAN. So now we'll be moving on to the next part of body scanning right after a short break. So let us now listen to the pramanas for the power of body scanning. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha satvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Parameshwara says, cognizing deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consciousness, principles of the whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva, and by such real awareness, one becomes complete from all the thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adishakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. The next is the Apta from the light of His divine holiness, from the light of Siddhas and authorities of Hinduism who have time tested and verified this science. Periyar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. One day, a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agastya for healing. Agastya uses the power of body scanning and reveals that there is a small Theria at a frog sitting in a person's brain. Agastya immediately instructs Theria to perform an open head surgery and completely take out the frog. And Theria successfully completes the open head surgery, and the person is completely healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Theria. Third is the Atma Pramana, where Swamiji beautifully shares in his own words, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture was I forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected having a quantity in my different organs, and it was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods to study the body condition instead of the poison, and due to the poison. And through the body scanning, I found out what problems and imbalances had happened and why the balance had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion just to verify my findings. Last, with the Sakshi Pramana, you can see the devotees and disciples of Swamiji who beautifully shared their experience of how just with the initiation of Swamiji, they were able to manifest this extraordinary Shakti. So let us now witness the power of body scanning right after a short break. Yes. So let us now witness the extraordinary demonstration of the power of body scanning. So I will be manifesting this power of body scanning to all of you today. I request the YouTube comments to be projected. I request the YouTube comments to be projected. Yes, Balakrishnaya has asked, Swami, how many days my mom has to take Haritaki and castor oil? Is a question which he has asked previously, so for which solution has come as Haritaki and castor oil. Swamiji is revealing for the next 11 days, she should do this very intensely, ma. She should do this very intensely. This is what Swamiji is revealing. Yes. So anyone else has a request for a body scanning, please go ahead and request in the chat and we'll be doing the body scanning for you. Anyone who wants a body scanning can go ahead and request in the chat. Ma Celine G has requested for a body scanning. Yes, ma, I'll surely do a body scanning for you. Ma Celine G, Swamiji is revealing that there's less calcium in your body, ma. So Swamiji is revealing to start drinking more milk and eat more paneer along with green vegetables. And this will heal you, ma. Swamiji is showing you have calcium deficiency, which is what is affecting you. So this is the solution. I request the YouTube comments to be scrolled up. Swamiji is also revealing that you should start worshipping Mahaganapati, as Swamiji is revealing that you are holding some incompletion, some SDHT against yourself, ma, and which is actually affecting you to manifest wealth, health, and relationships. So Swamiji is revealing that you have to start worshipping Mahaganapati, and every day just do the offer the puja to him and start doing the Nithyananda Nirahara Samyama for the next 11 days, and you'll be healed from this one. Because Swamiji is also revealing that like your stomach is very dirty, that's why you're manifesting skin problems. So this is the solution which Swamiji did. Yes. So till then, I would like to share my experience of how I manifest this power of body scanning. Whenever anyone requests for a body scanning, just by connecting to Paramashiva, just by connecting to Swamiji and requesting Swamiji to show me and reveal what is in that person's body, I start seeing different things like images. I start seeing it's like a movie for me. It zooms in and I can see all organ has the body. Slowly, everything is revealed to me one by one, and Swamiji really manifests through me, and I start revealing whatever is revealed to my body. This is how I manifest the power of body scanning, and it's very exciting for me because before I joined the Nithyananda, before seeing all these movies like X-Men or Spider-Man or Avengers and all that, it inspired me. I was like, oh God, what if I could manifest powers like them? And after coming to Swamiji, it has really become my reality, and I start manifesting them myself. So it's it's a very good experience for me, and I really click with it because just thinking of being those characters like Spider-Man, Captain America, just dreaming of being those characters, like, oh God, how can I want to manifest these powers? And it just manifesting as reality, it is really an amazing experience. So Manikandan has requested for a remote vision for his pencil box. It may be funny, but please listen to the request. Yes, I'll be doing scanning for your pencil box. Swamiji reveals that there's another box which you keep most of your stationery in, and that pencil box is mixed with that. And Swamiji also revealed another place is under your bed. So please check these two places. Swamiji is revealing that it's there. Yes. And we thank all of you for joining us. I'm now going to be concluding this power manifestation session. We thank all of you for joining us, and please stay tuned for the upcoming segments where we will be learning so much about who is Bhagwan Lingodbhava and what are the Akashic readings and what is the science of Darshan, what is Bhavasmati Darshan, and much, much more. So we thank all of you for joining us. Thank you, Nithyananda. Yes, so we're going to be having Ma Madhura joining with us, who will be taking the next session and sharing with all of us and explaining about who is Bhagwan Lingodbhava and what is the science of Bhavasmati Darshan. And throughout this program, you'll be learning so much about this. So we thank all of you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the upcoming segments. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Yes. Thank you so much, for that wonderful demonstration of these extraordinary powers. Now we will be entering into the next segment where we will be understanding about who is Bhagwan Lingodbhava. But first, let us understand what is happening in our world today. As many of us may know, we are already in the midst of a ongoing pandemic for the past 1.5, 2 years now. Let us explore a little bit more about and what is happening in the world versus Bhagwan Lingodbhava, about what Bhagwan Lingodbhava is bringing to us. So let us enter into this segment.
Yes, Nityanam everyone, welcome back. So now we all just had a wonderful demonstration of the powers of third eye. So now let us understand more about who is Bhagwan God Baba. But before that, let us learn of how the world is today versus Kailasa today. As all of us know how the world is going through a lot of suffering for the past few years now, and how Kailasa is helping the world through its spiritual solutions.
So, as many of us know, COVID-19 pandemic has been devastating the world over the past 2 years. There's not anyone who has not been affected by this, either personally or indirectly. But COVID-19 has also affected the mental health of many people, not just the physical health, but and the whole world is going through this next phase of extreme suffering, especially in the dimension of mental health. However, Kailasa has been providing continuous spiritual solutions for this. The Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Consciousness and Practices for over the past 27 years has been working towards empowering and enlightening adults with the greater science of Hinduism. And today, with the blessings of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa has over 10,000 de facto spiritual embassies aimed at bringing spiritual healing, empowerment, and enlightenment for the benefit of mankind. And since the beginning of the onset of this pandemic, since March 2020, Kailasa has been providing really the continuously non-stop for the past 1.5 years to benefit those who are locked at home, suffering during this pandemic, to offer the science completion and the initiation of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism and healing from the Supreme Concept of itself. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism over the last several months has been continuously providing Babasmati Darshan and Akashic reading to continuously heal and bless humanity at this time.
And during this pandemic, there has been the shutting down of K-12 schools across 191 countries. So as of mid-April, 191 countries had shut down all their primary and secondary schools, affecting almost 1.6 billion children. So here you can see how all around the world schools were shut down. And Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest Hindu university as per number of students, number of courses, and number of inspired by the Supreme Court. 30 million plus enrollment, 7,000 plus courses, with extended campuses in 150 countries. Kailas as Nithyananda Hindu University has been offering a non-stop 16-day online retreat since March 2020, March 28th, 2020, which is completely free of cost to help humanity handle the pandemic with powerfulness.
And since the beginning of the pandemic, with so much of suffering, the suicide rate has also surged along with the epidemic of loneliness. And Kailasa has been continuously working to combat this by having taken the responsibility of spiritually healing the world during this pandemic. Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, in collaboration with the Department of Human Services, has been offering the Maheshwara Puja twice a month for the departed souls who have passed due to the COVID pandemic, natural calamities, unnatural calamities, devastation for the year 2020 till date. And through the Maheshwara Puja, the departed souls are offered completion and liberation through the sacred rituals offered at the feet of the 1008 living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Concept of himself. And in just days, on October 6th, we will be having a very special Maheshwara Puja, the Mahalaya Amavasya Maheshwara Puja, where all the departed souls will be, the Pitrus will be able to have an opportunity for completion. And this is the most auspicious time of the whole year to offer Maheshwara Puja and the completion for all the Pitru and for yourself and your family during this time. So you can learn more about this by visiting kailasa.org. So now let us enter into the Arunachala Purana, the happening of Lingotbhava.
So Brahma is the creator and he is the creation principle. He was created and manifested from the creation principle of Paramashiva. And Paramashiva's 5 heads, which is from one of the heads, the creation principle manifested as Brahma. And from Brahma, creation happens. The same way Vishnu manifested from maintenance. So Vishnu and Brahma are attention-drawing, colorful action. And they delude themselves that they are both ultimate. And between them, they start fighting as to who is greater. Brahma represents knowledge and Vishnu represents wealth. Knowledge is required for creation, wealth is required for maintenance.
And Paramashiva manifested as the Deepa Stamba, the Jyoti Stamba, to Brahma and Vishnu, liberating as to who is more powerful or important amongst them. There was a big chaos and stagnancy in the cosmos. Paramashiva had to intervene. Paramashiva appears as a light shaft and tells them, whoever finds my head or feet first is the more powerful being.
So immediately Brahma takes the form of a swan and flies upward, saying, I will go and find your head. And Vishnu takes the form of Varaha, a pig, saying that I will go and find your feet. So both of them are not able to find either the head or the feet. Vishnu accepts that he is not able to find the feet, but Brahma not only was not able to find the feet, but he was not able to find the head, but he also was not able to accept it.
And they both start feeling that they are both ultimate. And the next level of delusion is that they both are fighting as to who is more powerful. Naturally, Paramashiva has to liberate them from their delusion. Neither creation nor sustenance is ultimate. Ultimate is liberation. Paramashiva pulls both of them out of delusion and liberates them. And the moment Paramashiva appears as the Jyotirlinga, he tells Brahma and Vishnu, whoever finds my head or feet will be declared as supreme. Brahma becomes a swan and flies towards the head. The swan always lives in the lotus. He should have actually gone to find the lotus seed. And Vishnu takes the form of a pig. The pig always lives in the forest. He should have actually taken the decision to go towards Paramashiva's jatas, the forest.
So both could not find the two ends. Vishnu goes on digging. Even then, he reaches only up to the calf muscle of Paramashiva. And to mark that, he ties a bell on Paramashiva's calf muscle. So that is why in all Shiva deities, there will be a bell on Shiva's calf muscle. And then Brahma takes the form of a swan and flies. And his age is almost over. He then finds that he cannot find the head. He then sees a flower falling and he asks, where are you coming from? The flower says, from Shiva's ears. He asks, since when have you been falling? The flower says, for 4 Brahma's ages, for 4 Brahma Yugas.
Knowledge always has ego. It can accept defeat. It cannot accept defeat. Brahma, who represents knowledge, asks the flower, can you support me by saying that I brought you from the head of Paramashiva? I will give you lots of boons. The flower got a little bit tempted, and Brahma goes to Paramashiva and lies, saying, I found your head, and here is the witness. The moment Paramashiva stares at both of them, both the flower withers and the swan's feathers burn away.
And Brahma gets cursed that he will never be worshipped anymore, and the flower gets cursed that it will never be used in Shiva Puja. But then Brahma does tapas and asks for forgiveness.
and Parashakti is eternal compassion. He says, you will be there in all my temples, he tells Brahma, north facing, wherever my sacred bath water will come through the Gomukha, and from that water you can do the creation. The flower was given the Shapa Vimochana, that once a year for Shivaratri day, the flower will be used for the Shiva Puja, not any other day. Even today in Tiruvannamalai, the Lingotbhava will be worshipped with the Tahu only on Shivaratri. You need to understand the deeper layers and meaning. Knowledge and wealth cannot show you the ultimate, and it is not the ultimate. Enlightenment alone is the ultimate.
So both Vishnu and Brahma requested Shiva to retain his form as the shaft of light to bless the entire universe. And at their request, Shiva, in the form of divine light, became Arunachala, the glowing mountain in Tiruvannamalai. And true to his promise, Paramashiva retained his form as the Arunachala mountain, assumed the form of the Shivalinga called Arunachaleshwara at the temple in Tiruvannamalai, and is continuously incarnating to keep the unbroken lineage of enlightened beings in Tiruvannamalai till date.
So let us now listen to the happening of Lingotbhava explained by the Supreme Master himself.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. welcome you all with my love and respects. This is a beautiful moment. The auspicious Lingodbhava time, the time in which Mahadeva, Shiva, appeared in front of Vishnu and Brahma, gave darshan to both of them and removed their ego, blessed both of them and gave them the ultimate truth. This is the same moment, same time, the Ardha Chama. This is the same time Vishnu and Brahma experienced Mahadeva in the formless form, the cosmic consciousness. As a light beam, the pure consciousness. We need to understand the story a little deeply. Brahma is the representation of intellect, Saraswati's husband. Vishnu is the representation of money, Lakshmi's husband. Through this story, Brahma and Vishnu is not able to find Mahadeva, Shiva. An important truth is revealed. Money and intellect cannot find enlightenment. But many times the money and intellect starts fighting between them. Who is great? From time immemorial, intellectuals and politicians were fighting. From time immemorial, people with wealth and people with intellect were constantly fighting. That fight is only represented through the story. That fight is only presented through the story. That Brahma and Vishnu started fighting. Who is big guy? Who is a great guy? Whether intellect or money. The problem is both of them don't understand an important fact. Both of them can't lead you to the ultimate truth or the ultimate happiness. If you know the story of the Brahma and Vishnu seeking the Shiva's feet and the head, you will understand what I am saying. It's a beautiful story with a tremendous metaphysical meaning in it. The great intelligence we need to understand this story a little deeply. Only then the true meaning of the story will be revealed to our being. The true meaning of the story will be understood. The story says Brahma and Vishnu were fighting with each other, trying to find who is big guy. Then suddenly Shiva appeared Shiva said, any one of you try to find my feet or head. Whoever finds my feet or head will be declared as the greatest person. And Brahma tries to find the head. Vishnu tries to find the feet. Unfortunately, not only they were not able to find, they realized nobody can find. Vishnu, the moment he realized, he surrendered, and Shiva blessed him. Just because Vishnu surrendered, Shiva blessed him with enlightenment and the truth. Brahma, even though he was not able to find, does not want to surrender, doesn't want to agree that he can't find. So he tries to find some false witness, a flower which was in the Shiva's head. He tried to bring that flower as a witness. The flower was falling from Shiva's head for ages. And Brahma tried to catch that flower and made that flower as a duplicate witness, false witness. But Shiva knows the truth and he curses not only Brahma, the flower too. Only Brahma realizes the truth and surrenders. Then the moment Brahma surrendered, Shiva reveals the truth to him also. Very beautiful story. The deep significance. As I was telling, Brahma represents intellect. Vishnu represents money. Both of them constantly fight. Who's a big guy? Intellect and money. When they are fighting, suddenly the truth stands in front of them. The life. Continuously, the intellect and money is fighting. Our ordinary life is nothing but the fight between intellect and money. Suddenly truth stands in front of us and tells the money and intellect, try to find my head or feet. Neither money nor intellect can find the beginning or end of life. Beginning or end of life cannot be controlled by intellect or money. Not only it cannot be controlled, it can't be altered, changed. When you can't do anything with your beginning and end, then you can't do anything in between also. Life is life. But neither the intellect nor the money is ready to surrender. Intellect tries to find the head. Brahma goes in the form of swan to find the head. Vishnu goes in the form of pig to find the feet. Both of them are trying their best. Vishnu goes. For ages he is digging. Finally he realizes the truth. At one point, he just wants to mark the spot to which extent he travelled. He ties a bell. Still in all Shiva's murtis, Shiva's idols, you will see a bell near the calf. Near the calf muscle, you will see a bell that is tied by Vishnu. Vishnu was able to travel only to that distance. Whether in Nataraja or Dakshinamurti, in all Shiva murtis, you will see that bell. Vishnu tried, he understood, he realized he can't see, he can't achieve, he can't get the truth. One important thing, truth is revealed in this. When you run behind the money to achieve the eternal happiness, Nithyananda, at one point you will realize the money can't give you that. That is what is meant by this line, by this story. Vishnu realizes he can't achieve, he can't find, he surrenders. If you travel, if you try to find through money, you will realize at one point it can't be achieved, you will surrender. The moment Vishnu surrendered, Shiva revealed the truth and gave him the ultimate experience. But Brahma, intellect, cannot surrender. That is the biggest problem. If you travel in the path of intellect and try to find the truth, not only you won't find, the big difficulty will be you will not be even having that humbleness to accept that you will not find or you have not found. You will not have that humbleness. You will not be able to surrender. You will not be able to relax. You will not be able to say that you have not found. Not only you won't be able to say you have not found, you will try to bring all false witnesses. Brahma, not only he was not able to find, he can't accept that he did not find. So he brings false witness, the flower which was near the head of Shiva and which was falling for ages. He actually caught the flower and asked, the Brahma asked that flower, "You are from where?" The flower says, "I am from the hair of Mahadeva, Shiva." Brahma asked, "How long you are traveling?" The flower said, "For 4 Brahma's age I am traveling. Still I have not reached even Mahadeva's face." Brahma understands. He has only one age, means one kalpa. This flower is traveling for 4 kalpas. He understands he can't find, but he can't surrender. He catches that flower and says, "Why don't you come back and tell Shiva that I saw his head and I brought you from his head?" Flower says, "I don't have a problem. After all, I am going down. I can do a small favor for you." Understand, if you try to do something wrong, even for doing good to others, you are in trouble. Even for doing good to others, if you try to do anything adharmic, anything which is not right, you are in trouble. This flower thought, after all, Brahma is asking me a small favor. Why can't I do? He said, "Okay." And Brahma comes down and says, "I found your head and this is the witness." Shiva knows where he kept the flower. That is the biggest problem. Again and again this intellect thinks it can hide from enlightened being. It can do whatever it wants and it can escape. It can get away with it. Understand? Enlightened being is a person who played with his intellect. So you can't play with him with your intellect. But we always miss the game, thinking that we can play with him with our intellect. He played with his intellect itself. And how can he be caught by your intellect? No. You are playing with intellect. He played with the intellect itself. Brahma tried to play with his intellect to Mahadeva. Mahadeva straight away knows the truth. And he just says, He says only one thing. Because you tried to play with your intellect, let you not be worshipped in the planet Earth. You are not worthy of worship. And he says to that flower, just because you told a lie, you have been a false witness, you will not be used anymore for my worship. And the moment both of them realized their mistake, the flower and the Brahma both fell at the feet of Shiva and cried, please forgive us. Surrendered. The moment they surrendered, Shiva forgives both of them and releases them from the curse. Shiva says, as an exemption, you will always be worshipped in my temple in the north side. In all Shiva temple, northern side, where the Tirtha, the holy water comes out, you will see Brahma's Murti standing there and continuously purifying himself by the Charanamrita, the holy water from Mahadeva's feet. In the same way, the flower was also blessed. Mahadeva says, you will not be used for worship, but as an exemption, one day on Shivaratri day, you will be used for my worship. This is the very day Mahadeva expressed himself, appeared Vishnu and Brahma and gave them enlightenment, the ultimate truth. This is the very day every year the same intense cosmic consciousness, intense Shiva energy falls on planet Earth, envelops the planet Earth, raises the whole collective consciousness of the planet Earth to a different frequency. You are all blessed to spend this beautiful time in the energy field in the presence of an enlightened being. Do not waste your energy just running behind intellect or comfort. Intellect and comfort, both of them are utility in the life. It is needed for a certain level, but that is not life itself. Life is far beyond the currency and logic. Life is something to be intensely lived, loved, experienced beyond logic and currency. Vishnu represents the Mamakara, identity you carry within you and believe as you. Brahma represents the Ahankara, the identity which you project to the outer world. Neither Ahankara nor Mamakara can realize the truth, can give you the truth. Only the cosmic energy, your very being, which is beyond Ahankara and Mamakara, only that can show the truth to your very being. Shiva, who is cosmic consciousness, its embodiment of existential energy, takes you beyond Ahankar and Mamakar, because neither Ahankara nor Mamakara can reach, can understand, can realize Mahadeva. Take this moment, take this opportunity to go beyond Ahankara and Mamakara and unclutch yourself from these two and experience Mahadeva, Shiva. Intensely pray to that energy. Please understand, praying is trying to tune yourself to that energy. Don't think prayer is just empty words. Prayer is nothing but expressing the truth through intense sankalpa. If you express it just with your sankalpa, it's meditation. If you express it with your sankalpa and the divine help, it is prayer. Intensely create a deep prayerful mood, prayerful feeling, and recite Mahadeva's name, the Maha Mantra, Panchakshara, with your whole being, and pray to him. Let him reveal himself to you. Let him reveal the truth to you. Let him give you the ultimate experience, which is beyond intellect and money, which is beyond ahankar and mamakar. The truth which is revealed to Vishnu and Brahma, let it be revealed to you. Mahadeva appeared as the cosmic fire, cosmic consciousness. The same moment, exactly this very moment, to bless, to enlighten Vishnu.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarupam.
Yes. So now let us see the significance of Lingodvavas revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Lingodvava story revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So Vishnu represents the Mamakara, the identity that you carry within you and believe as you. And Brahma represents Ahankara, the identity which you project to the outer world. So neither the Ahankara nor the Mamakara can realize the truth or give you the truth. And Paramashiva, who is cosmic consciousness, is the embodiment of existential energy that takes you beyond Ahankara and Mamakara, because neither Ahankara nor Mamakara can reach. So understand and realize Mahadeva. So there is a great significance in this story that you cannot attain Nithyananda, eternal bliss, with either intellect or with money. Going upwards like Brahma is rajas and passion without value. Going downwards is like Vishnu in tamas, which is inertia or lethargy. You cannot attain enlightenment with those two attributes, and Vishnu represents wealth. So it is redundant to waste your energy running behind intellect or comfort. Whether intellect is greater or wealth, neither can lead one to the ultimate truths or the ultimate bliss.
Intellect and comfort both of them are utility in the life. It is needed for a certain level, but it is not life itself. Life is something to be intensely lived, loved, experienced beyond logic and currency.
So in the scriptures, in the Arunachala Purana and various other scriptures, Paramashiva has given a threefold promise to humanity.
The lineage of Paramashiva represents the tradition of the Gurus, the enlightened masters in Tiruvannamalai, also called Arunachala, starting from Paramashiva himself, the lineage of Paramashiva prevails to fulfill Paramashiva's promise to humanity, to be an eternal guiding force through an unbroken lineage of living gurus hailing from Tiruvannamalai to sustain the enlightenment ecosystem. And since the time of Paramashiva's promise, there's been broken of living gurus who are the very incarnations of Shiva. And of course, today, the living incarnation of Paramashiva from Tiruvannamalai is, of course, Swami.
And Paramashiva appears as an infinite effulgence of light called Lingodbhava in Tiruvannamalai to bless humanity. So the Arunachala Purana, the epic story of Arunachala, reveals that at that point of time, Paramashiva made a promise that he will always be available in Arunachala for Tiruvannamalai in three forms. Hill Arunachala as the Jyotirlingam, the Arunachala Shivalinga deity in the temple, and in the form of living incarnations in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai.
And Kshetra of Tiruvannamalai is the very place on earth which Paramashiva declared as his home thousands of years ago in the three divine forms, the sacred hill of Arunachala, the Linga, the Arunachaleshvara Linga, and in the form of the incarnation, the living masters of Paramashiva, who land time and time again in the human body in a fourth form, which is not declared by Paramashiva and yet still seamlessly manifested. He lives in the Shiva Sarva Bhuta Jaya as Shiva, the one who resides in the hearts of all. Here you can see the unbroken lineage of Paramashiva, the promise that Paramashiva has been keeping as fulfilling to guide humanity in all the ages through the sacred form of the sacred hill of Arunachala, the Arunachaleshvara Linga, and of course, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, the living master, the supreme consciousness himself, who is the current incarnation of Paramashiva, who has landed to fulfill the promise of Paramashiva and to guide humanity during this time. And this is true, especially among the towns. So the people of Tiruvannamalai just radiate because of the promise of Paramashiva. And for them, it's the people of Tiruvannamalai, Arunachala is Antaryami, their most supreme Lord, making it possible for Paramashiva to appear again and again as one among them, adhering to his most compassionate will for humanity. Paramashiva himself comes down to planet Earth and guides Bhagavan Vishnu and Bhagavan Brahma in creating the enlightened civilization of Tiruvannamalai. And since then, Tiruvannamalai has been serving not just as a beacon for the human beings who seek the most supreme truth, but as a cosmic beacon of light, which allows for otherworldly beings to descend and ascend the 14 planes of existence and ultimately unite with Paramashiva himself in the primordial form as Lingodbhava. Since the time of Paramashiva appeared in the form of the effulgent column, the place has been witness to all the different yugas and the slow degradation of the original Dharma set forth by Paramashiva. And in the Kali Yuga, it is said that immortal beings become dull-witted, unlucky, voracious, destitute of wealth, wanton, and unchaste. Countries will be ravaged by robbers and miscreants. The Vedas will be condemned by heretics. Kings will exploit the subjects. Rulers will be man-eaters and twice-born like brahmanas will be given to the gratification of their sexual desires and other appetites. And unfortunately, this is our current age, the Kali Yuga, which we are living in right now. And as Paramashiva promises to his beloved friend and disciple in the Bhagavad Gita when he incarnated on planet Earth as Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he states, the verse translates, whenever there is decline in the righteousness and an increase in the unrighteousness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on earth. Being cognizant of the fear caused by the asuras who were rampaging the planet Earth, Paramashiva decided it was time to come down and protect those who love him. It was thus how Paramashiva, the one who is Nishkala, who is formless as Lingodbhava, descended as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva onto planet Earth and assumed the Nijavatara, the form of Supreme Panchavatism, Jagat Guru Maha Sanidana, his divine holiness, Bhagavan and Paramashivam. The Arunachala Mahatmyam, it states that Arunachala is described as the Tejastamba Ulaling of Shaiva. And this is the shaft of effulgence, which manifested such that it was perceived as a linga, and thus this effulgence of Paramashiva is worshipped by all the gods. And in this way, Shiva, who is Nishkala, without any body and part, who is the ultimate supreme being, who is established in the creation, who is the cause of the creation of the universe, assumes a body out of his free will for the protection of the universe and for the welfare of the spiritual seekers and the devotees. The Lingodbhava represents the advent of time. The Kartikeya Deepam is the day when Paramashiva stood as the infinite light shaft, and from the Kartikeya Deepam to Shivaratri, Brahma and Vishnu were searching for the 4 yugas. On Shivaratri day, they came back and surrendered and declared their inability. And it is on that day, Paramashiva blesses and liberates Vishnu and punishes. So Vishnu surrenders to Paramashiva and states that he is not able to find his end or beginning. However, Brahma lies to Paramashiva and states that he found his head. And it is at this time that Vishnu gets liberated and is liberated from all the delusions. And Brahma is punished, burned by the third eye of Paramashiva, but ultimately out of his infinite compassion is also liberated by Paramashiva. And the Kartikeya Deepam day is the celebration in the memory of the Big Bang. As per the Vedic calendar, the day of Kartikeya Deepam is the first day. The constellation is the oldest constellation that they are able to push their intelligence to. Beyond this, they are not able to push. Their calculation method is failing. So in a way, the concept of time, the Big Bang, happened on the day of Kartikeya Deepam. The concept of time did not exist before the day Paramashiva manifested as the Lingodbhava. That is why Kartikeya Deepam is the oldest festival. And the consciousness, when it stood as a light beam and created time, matter, everything, we call it Big Bang. That is why the Vedic rishis are also able to predict constellations, stars that have only till the day of Kartikeya Deepam. And the sun, we know, is junior to the Lingodbhava, the infinite shaft of light of Arunachala, the Big Bang. After the sun, born 20 galactic years back, Earth cooled to support life. This happened 17 galactic years back. That is why That is when the Anandaganda, the core of the Big Bang, cooled and appeared as Arunachala on planet Earth. And we are in now and where this body manifested. Let us understand the descent of Supreme Consciousness as Notava. It was not, and in the words of the Supreme Consciousness itself, it explains his descent on planet Earth. And right, it was neither dark nor light filled. An indeterminate color covered the planet Earth, a world where darkness covered darkness. I saw the cosmos. Suddenly, a bright light appeared from a region I now see as southern India. At that time, I did not know where it was. It was. Borders are what we draw. Where is the border in the cosmos? I entered into that light in the form of a brilliant meteor. The very next sight that I perceived with my inner eye was Arunachala, and I knew that I assumed the body once more. I had entered the womb of my mother. The reflection on planet Earth happened. It was a conscious birth. As promised, when there was a big chaos and a stagnance in the cosmos due to Brahma and Vishnu's delusion, Paramashiva descended to planet Earth, causing a big bang as Lingotbhava manifesting the universe. To save the humanity from the delusion of Kali Yuga, Paramashiva, as Lingotbhava, has once again descended on planet Earth as the supreme concept of Hinduism, His divine holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to create a new yuga, a big bang, the Nitya Yuga, in the very same Tiruvannamai, and to fulfill the promise he has made to humanity to eternally exist in the form of a living master. course, we are the most blessed being because we have Swamiji, the 1,000 incarnation of himself as our very own Guru. We have the link, we have Lingua Baba himself as our very own Guru, Paramashivoham himself as our very, very own Guru. And we are the most blessed beings in the entire cosmos to experience not just Paramashiva in the form of Linga and Arunachala Hill, but also as our very own.
The Shastra Pramana from Guru Gita, this verse, the 21st verse, describes Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Sulabham Paramam Padam Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Guroraradhanam Kuru. The meaning of this verse: the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to that most to propitiate the Guru.
So, is a Guru. The Guru or Master is not a vyakti, a person, as you imagine. He is a tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the Master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The Master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine.
And another verse from the Guru Gita, the Shastra Pramana, which describes the glory of the Guru. This verse says, Guru Murtim Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet Guru Ragnam Prakurvita Guroranyanna Bhavayet. The meaning of this verse, it says, always remember the Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands. Think of nothing other than the Guru. Another verse, the 11th verse from Guru Gita describes further. It says, Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Shri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Pavedyasmat Tvat Kripartham Vadamite. And this verse explains, out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by Sri Guru.
And Supreme Bhakti of Hinduism has explained, all you need to receive the Guru's grace is just make yourself available. Let us now watch that video and understand how we can make ourselves available to receive Swamiji, to receive the grace of the Guru.
I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available, I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
Now that we've understood how we can make ourselves available to the Guru and how we can receive the grace and blessings of the Guru, let us now understand how we can connect more deeply with the Guru and connect with Bhagavan Lingotvava, who is as our Guru and the very living incarnation, the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva himself. Now let us enter into the next segment where we will understand some of the various offerings that we can make to Bhagavan Lingotvava to himself, was manifested today as Bhagavan Lingotvava through the Nijavatara of Swami himself.
In the Kamakagama, the Purvapada verses describe the visual representation of Paramashiva. And the verses describe Panchashyam Dashadortandam Spatikapam Trilochanam Shantam Chandrakala-chudam Sarpasannadhasajjatam Mantrasimhasanasinam Shveta Parishtitam Kundalai Karnikair Harhai Katisutro Darabandhanaihi Keyurai Katakaishchaiva Channaviraischya Samyutam Shodashabdayutam Kantam Suprasannam Smitananam Shulam Parashukadgham cha Vajram Varnim cha Dakshine Abhayam Pasha Manyam cha Ghantam Nagankushau Tatha Vamahastagatam Dhyayet Anyatha Chanigadyate Prasadabhaya Kadvanga Shakti Shulastu Savyataha Vame Damaru Sarpaksham Malendi Parapurakaihi. And the meaning of this verses, which represent the visual representation.
The translation of these verses: 5 faces, 10 shoulders, effulgence of crystal, 3 eyes, tranquil composure, crest adorned with a crescent moon, locks of matted hair bound with the serpent, mounted on the lion throne, constituted of mantras, seated on the light which is designed on the throne, adorned with the various ornaments such as the earrings, the admika, the hara, the kati sutra, the bandhana, the Heyura, the Kartaka, the Chanavira, and others. The eternal age of 16 years, supremely beautiful and auspiciously charming, face beautified with gentle smile, holding the trident, the parashu, the kadanga, the vajra, and the fire in his right hand, holding the abhaya mudra, the pasha, the ghanta, the naga, and the ankusha in his left hand, or the weapons held in the hand are held in a different way. The Varada Mudra, the Abhaya Mudra, the Kardavanga, the Shakti, and the Shula in the right hand, the Damaru, the Sarpa, the Akashamala, and the Indirvara flower in the left hand. Lord Sadashiva should be meditated and associated with these ornaments.
And in the Hindu tradition, the offerings for the divine are made with a great love and devotion. And in the dhyana of the divine, in the sweet remembrance of the divine, cherishing the sweet remembrance, and it is an expression of the pure sacred sentiments of the devotee to the divine. The offerings are not made out of fear and greed. And when we get ready to make the traditional offerings, the communion that happens with the divine, the dhyana, the contemplation that happens on the divine and on the divine form, on the communion and the oneness that happens with divine himself. The significance of such traditional offering has a great importance in the Vedic tradition. And whenever we go to a temple or get ready to receive the darshan of the divine, we, with a lot of love and sacred sentiments, make these offerings for the divine. It is said in the Vedic tradition that one never goes empty-handed to meet God or Guru. So as you get ready with your offerings, your traditional offering today, to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Lingodbhava, let us see the various traditional offerings that are being made available on the website, which you can offer to Bhagavan Lingodbhava. And when the avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of this grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment.
First offering that you make to Bhagavan is the Sankalpa offering. And Shiva Sankalpa Sukam, verse 2 from the Rig Veda states, the means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are filled and who is wise and diligent becomes proficient in the yajnas and other karmas established by the Shastras, and also that which is the principle and most sphere of the means of knowledge. Fine. May you have good intention. So the Sankalpa offering is the offering of your conscious resolution, the setting the intention for what it is you want to manifest in your life, all the goodness that you want to manifest in your life. So offering our Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, at the feet of Bhagavan Lingotbhava is a sacred conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine, to manifest our intentions into reality and for living an enlightened lifestyle. You can offer your Sankalpa to Bhagavan Lingotbhava and receive the blessing to manifest exactly what it is that you have set to manifest.
The next traditional offering to Bhagavan Lingotbhava is the offering of the Rudraksha Mala. The Rudrakshas are a sacred offering to Paramashiva. And there's a verse from the Lingashtakam which describes the glory of the Paramashiva Linga. It says, Deva Muni Pravararchita Lingam Kamadahana Karuna Karalingam Ravana Darpa Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sadashiva Lingam. The meaning of this verse, it says, salutations to the eternal Lingam, which is worshipped by the gods and the best of sages, which burns the desires, which is compassionate, and which destroyed the pride of the demon Ravana. Salutations to that eternal Lingam. And the Rudraksha is known as the teardrop of Paramashiva. It is a storehouse of enlightenment energy which can radiate forever. So you can offer the Rudraksha Mala to Lingotbhava and be blessed to have the eternal guidance and remove delusion and to travel on the path of auspicious life forever. So today, on this auspicious day, you can offer the Rudraksha Mala to the Paramashiva Linga.
Next offering is Varna Ashtotarakasu, point with the names of 108 auspicious names of Shiva. In this verse, it describes salutations to that eternal Shivalingam, which is decorated with gold and other precious gems, which is adorned with the best of the serpents and with the best of of the unique 108 names of those qualities radiate and manifest for life. So you can offer one or any number of these points in various sizes, with each one inscribed with the auspicious Paramashiva Lingotbhava.
The next offering is the offering of the Swarna Mrityunjaya Mantra Kasu. The pure gold coin inscribed with the Mrityunjaya Mantra, and the Mrityunjaya Mantra is described in the Rig Veda. It says, Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Vityor Mokshiyamamritat. And the meaning of this verse says, salutations to that fragrant Shiva of 3 eyes, the one who nourishes all living entities. May he help us sever our bondage with samsara by making us realize that we are never separated from our immortal nature. And you can offer the Swarna Mrityunjaya Mantra Kasu, the gold coin inscribed with the Mrityunjaya Mantra, and receives the blessing of Bhagavan Lingodbhava to be protected from untimely deaths and accidents and any untoward incidents in your life. See the blessings to have the protection of Paramashiva for yourself and your family at all times.
Next offering that you make to Swamiji, who is manifesting Bhagavan Lingodbhava, who is the very incarnation of Paramashiva himself, is the Tikshapada Puja, the offering of gratitude, the divine love, the feet of Swamiji. And Adi Shankaracharya extols the greatness of worshipping the Guru's feet. In this verse, he takes wife, wealth, sons, grandsons, and all such, home and kindred, all these things may be there. Yet if one's mind be not centered upon the lotus feet of the Guru, what then, what then, what then? You can offer the Tikshapada Puja and receive the auspicious blessing for a strong and intimate Guru-disciple relationship, and to always have Guru in your life.
The next offering to Bhagavan Lingodbhava is the Jata Alankara Seva. The Jata Alankara Seva is offered as a token of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests to protect and guide the disciples on their journey and path to enlightenment. So you can make the offering of the Jata Alankara Seva on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and this and all the other offerings can be made on the website.
You can make the debuff clothing to divine, so to speak, of Swamiji to manifest Bhagavan Lingodbhava. And in this verse, it speaks that the Guru should beautify with stranded thread the upper garment and should adorn the nail with the golden cloth or belt. So traditionally, this seva is offered for better physical and mental well-being and healing from any illnesses. So you can offer the Jata Alankara Seva to Paramashiva, receive the blessing for physical and
And in the Vedic tradition, the various ornaments and offerings to the divine are made in the sacred element of gold. And let us see the significance of this divine element of gold as described in the Atharva Veda. This verse from the Atharva Veda says, Tredajatam janmanedam hiranyam agnirekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutatte hiranyam tridastva vishe. And the translation for this verse, it says, triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element. It purifies anything that it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears it and in anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. Gold is a permanent and most auspicious gift for eternal transformation, and not only for the one who wears it or the one who breathes around it, but even for the one who offers this, makes this offering of the divine element of gold. The gold is present in all the scriptures, agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, and Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in gold vessels. When one was to be saved from the life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual offering. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge stores of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization has thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya in the Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartini in the Atharva Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold, and deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So we have offerings of made with the sacred offerings made in gold. So you can make any of these offerings to Bhagavan Lingodbhava.
First offering that you can make in gold is the Swarna Bilva Patra. And this Bilva Patra are leaves, and they are regarded as the most favorite of Bhagavan Paramashiva. And in the Shiva Purana, it states that it is said that offering one Bilva leaf to Bhagavan Paramashiva is equivalent to donating 1,000 elephants, horses, or even the most auspicious Kanyadan. You can offer this Bilva Patra in various sizes. Just an offering of her love and devotion to Bhagavan Lingodbhava. And the Bilva is the most sacred to Bhagavan Paramashiva. The Bilva leaf or the Patra is represents the Vignetra or the three eyes of Bhagavan Paramashiva. And Girija lives on the root of the tree, Maheshwari on its shoulders, Dakshayani on its branch, and Parvati among its leaves, Katyani in its roots, Gauri in its flowers, while in thorns the numerous Shaktis find a home. So all of the divine consorts of Bhagavan Paramashiva live in the Bilva tree. So you can offer this Bilva leaf to Bilva leaf, Bhagavan Lingodbhava, out of your pure love and devotion and gratitude, just to connect with Bhagavan Lingodbhava and say thank you for happening in my life as Swamiji, as my very own.
The next offering to Bhagavan Lingodbhava is the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the offering of the gold lotus flower. And in the Linga Ashtakam, one of the verses describes Kunkuma Chandana Lepita Lingam, Pankaja Hara Sushobhita Lingam, Sanchita Papa Vinashana Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sadashiva Lingam. Meaning of this verse, it says the salutations to that eternal Shivalingam, which is anointed with saffron and sandal paste and is beautifully decorated of lotuses, that which destroys the accumulated sins of several lifetimes. I salute that eternal Shivalingam. And there are hundreds of scriptural references in the Hindu tradition for using the lotus in the thing that involves the consecration of Paramashivalinga or the worship of the Paramashivalinga or meditating on Paramashiva or the mudras and asanas used during the worship of Paramashiva involves the lotus flower, the lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, the lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower in the Hindu tradition. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva Linga is the lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered a lotus, one who is about to bloom. So you can make the offering of the gold lotus in any size that you would wish to, and be blessed to have the state, space, powers, and being of Bhagwan Lingodbhava in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situations in life.
Next topic is the Dula Bottom. And the Atharva Veda, it describes the Dula Purusha, the ceremonial offering of the Dula Bottom of the Hiranyagarbha, the gold vessel, offering of the 1,000 cows, the son of the Mahadana, the 15 offering. In the Matsya Purana also says that the Dula ceremonial offering of the Dula Bottom as the Mahadana, the most supreme offering. In Hinduism, the traditional way of offering is known as the Dula Bottom. The sacred act of offering an item in equivalent weight of the deity or the guru. Offerings can be various flowers, bilva, tulsi, dates, bananas, books, silver, and finally gold. Giving for the sake of giving us up, receive more and more. Paramashiva and Hindu giving is about offering with gratitude and the highest that we have to receive the best possible. Paramashiva himself, so you can offer the Dula Bottom and the equivalent amount of Swamiji himself and his deity, and equivalent amount of various items, whichever you wish, and just receive the blessing to have Paramashiva himself, Bhagwan Lingodbhava, Swamiji himself.
So here are some of the various offerings that you can offer to Bhagwan Lingodbhava on the website today. The website is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can make the e-hundi offering in any amount and in multiple currencies. You can make the offering of the conscious resolution, the sankalpa, on the website for yourself and your family members. You can make the offering of the sacred Rudraksha Mala in different sizes. You can also offer the Swarna Ashtottara Kasu, the offering of the pure gold coins inscribed with the 108 sacred names of Bhagwan Paramashiva. You can make the offering of the Swarna Mrityunjaya Mantra Kasu, the offering of the pure gold coin inscribed with the Mrityunjaya Mantra on the coin. The offering of the Swarna Bilva, the pure gold Bilva leaf, the Bilva leaf, which is the most sacred offering to Paramashiva. The offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the lotus flower made of gold. The offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the most sacred offering from disciple to guru. The Jata Alankara Seva, the offering of the Alankara and ornaments for the Jata Alankara, and the Vastra Seva, the offering of the sacred cloth. So all of these offerings can be made on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And let us take a look at the website where you can make all of these traditional offerings to Bhagwan Lingodbhava as you get ready to receive the darshan of Bhagwan Lingodbhava. So here you can see the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And as we scroll down on the website, you can make the offerings to Bhagwan Lingodbhava. You can make the offerings of the ornaments and sevas on the link on step 2 here. And you can also make the offerings of the e-hundi in multiple currencies and various amounts. So you can make these offerings by clicking on the link on step 2. And if you're wanting to make an intention to make an offering and you would like to make an offering at a later date, you can also submit your intention on the form on step 1. So the e-hundi offerings are available in multiple currencies: the US dollar, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Canadian dollar, the euros, the Indian rupees, the Singaporean dollar, the Malaysian ringgits, the Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can make the offerings in multiple currencies of your and any amount of your choice, just as you would offer at a hundi in any traditional temple. You can offer the e-hundi as your offering during the darshan of Bhagwan Lingodbhava today. And if you'd like to make an offering of a traditional ornament or item of worship used in the worship of Bhagwan Paramashiva, or if you'd like to offer a seva, you can offer the ornaments or the sevas on this website, where you can offer this sankalpa, the conscious resolution. You can make the offerings of the Rudraksha Mala, the Swarna Ashtottara Kasu, the Swarna Mrityunjaya Mantra Kasu, the Swarna Bilva Patram, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the Jata Alankara Seva, the Vastra Alankara Seva, and many of these traditional offerings can also be made on the website. So the website again is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can scroll down and make the offerings to Bhagwan Lingodbhava on the links on this website. So with that, now you can also sign up as an e-Kailashian on the YouTube channel and express your support for Kailasa by joining as a member, and also avail of various facilities available to e-Kailashians on the YouTube channel, where you can post your comments live during the darshan You can post your prayers, messages, anything, any sentiments, sacred sentiments that you want to express during the live sessions. You can post on the YouTube live chat as you when you join as a member. So here's the YouTube channel, and you can click on the join button here to become a member, become an e-Kailashian, and post your comments during the live chat. And you can also subscribe to the channel and be notified of any.
Have the opportunity to not just have the session of Bhagavan Lingotvava, but we will also be blessed with another form of Paramashiva himself, Bhagavan Sundareshwara, with the live darshan of Bhagavan Sundareshwara, the Paramashiva Sayujya Samadhi darshan at 10 p.m. IST. So everyone can stay tuned for that. And you can go ahead and join as a member, as Mamata has described. You can join as a member of the Kailasas HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. And once you have joined as a member, you can choose whichever level of member you would like to be. We have various levels, whichever suits you best. And once you become a member, you will have access to various exclusive content. And if you join now, you also will be able to ask your questions in the live comment section of the live Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayujya Samadhi Darshan. Immediately, it will be after, we'll be preparing for the Bhagavan Lingotvava Darshan. We will be having the preparation for the live Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayujya Samadhi Darshan. So you can go ahead and sign up, join as a member of Kailasas HDH on the YouTube channel. And as you are preparing to receive Bhagavan Lingotvava and later Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva, you can just take a few moments to offer your gratitude to Swamiji for continuously manifesting in different various forms to as Bhagavan Lingotvava, as Devi Parashakti, as Bhagavan Sundareshwara, continuously just to bless and heal every one of you. You can go ahead and offer just a few dollars just to offer your gratitude, just a small token of your love, to offer your devotion to Swamiji for happening in your life in all the various forms. So you can very simply do this through the comment section of the YouTube video. So you can go ahead and click on the live video. When you go to the live video, you can comment in the comment section. You can use the super chat or super sticker option. You can, in the comment section, you can use the super chat or super sticker option just to offer your love, your gratitude, and it can be as little or as much as you would like, just to say thank you for happening in my life. So it's a very simple way to do this. And every time that you receive the divine in any form, whether it's as Devi Parashakti, as Bhagavan Lingotvava, or Bhagavan Sundareshwara, it is always good. It will always open you up more and more when you offer just a little token of your gratitude and love each time that you receive the darshan. It just opens up your being to receive the grace and blessings more deeply. Of course, Swamiji will continuously always be showering his blessings with love and grace upon you. But when you offer something to Swamiji, to Bhagavan Lingotvava, Bhagavan Paramashivoham, you will be able to receive all that you are being blessed with. So here again is the link for making the offering for Bhagavan Lingotvava. And of course, you can choose any offering that you would like. And we also have offerings to Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva. So if you would like to make any of these offerings, you can very easily visit kailasamailer.com/seva And you can choose whichever offering you like and go ahead and make your offering today. So now with this, we will be concluding this portion of the program, and we'll be entering into the next segment, the preparation to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Lingottava. Now let us enter into this next segment and prepare ourselves, our very being, to receive the love, the grace of Bhagavan Lingottava, who has manifested again and again, and as he has promised, and has taken the form of the 1008th incarnation of Parashakti, our very own Swami, just to bless and grace us and to guide us through, to guide humanity during this time. Let us enter into the preparation for the Bhavasmati Darshan.
Yes. So now let us enter into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan preparations as we get ready for the Lingodbhava Bhava Samadhi Darshan. And after that, we will be having the live Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayaji Samadhi Darshan as well. So please stay tuned, and we will now be entering into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan preparations.
Let us now prepare ourselves to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Lingodbhava.
So the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. And Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energies that is created through meditating on the avatar. Just by meditating on the avatar, you will be able to experience and activate the emotional and spiritual energy that is created by the meditation. Samadhi Darshan, our neurons will mirror that of the avatar. So your neurons will be able to mirror that of the avatar, will be able to mirror the Supreme Point of Hinduism's neurons.
The mere neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. That's the physical act of meditation.
So that is our entire body can silently and without movement recreate what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. So sitting miles and miles away in different parts of the world, around the world, just seeing the avatar on a screen by watching the darshan and sitting in that space, in that energy field, you will be able to mirror the neurons of the avatar.
The science of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance. A phenomenon modern science is just now discovering in terms as quantum tunneling.
So our thoughts per second reduces significantly, and we relax into the space beyond thoughts, where thoughtlessness becomes mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality, and we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of space and time. And this is actually a science that Einstein had revealed. So now let us look about this more about the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Let us see how the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan works and what exactly happens during the Bhava Darshan.
So Krishna describes the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. When Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he said he was amazed and said, "Oh, how unprecedented and astonishing is this deep, indescribable sweetness of a mind. Alas, when I see it even joy, just like Ika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become easily, but I can't. After due consideration, I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Tiradka."
And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science where the Nijavatara manifests Paramashiva consciousness and expresses the being of Paramashiva body and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical embodied form, for us to experience Paramashiva.
So, for example, Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshri and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of the
So just like this, deities manifest both through the Archavatara and the Nijavatara. So here you can see Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as Nijavatara in physical form through Bhagavan Muruga.
For example, Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Adhanigiri Yogeshwara and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of the supreme concept of truth and Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, his divine holiness, Bhagavan Paramashiva.
And Bhagavan Parandama expresses through the beings of Mahavishnu and manifests as Nijavatara and the physical form of Bhagavan Venkateshwara and Bhagavan Krishna.
So the Avatara, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation being of the superconscious energy. And human beings are not mature enough yet to receive the higher level experiences from the Avatara directly. So the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us.
And when we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nijavatara, manifesting the beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and that powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. So we can manifest the same powerful cognitions and the powers of those dimensions in us.
So manifesting the Nijavatara for us to experience the same is the Bhava Samadhi.